the act. And run it back, you see how I act, nothing I lack. Feeling like a fatal heart attack, I'd die for that. I ain't stressed about it, I think less without it. I'm a cat at anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high-key, running back, let me have it back. I'm a cat at anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high-key.
Yes, like that, like that, like that. Solo might be right back, right back, right back. Oh yes, like that, like that, like that. I told him I'd be right back, right back, right back.
Run it back, told him put the money in the bag, double that.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the New York Giants. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And no run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
Ready, break! On the ball, on the ball!
On first down, Sherwood. That's complete to Jalen Hyatt. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Ready.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Shifts past him at the 45. Barkley hit in the ball, pops free. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Throwing on first down, Sherwood. And that's going to be incomplete. The Giants have 5 and 6 to start play. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And they get him down but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Purdy's throw caught by Olave. Down the sideline he goes, but he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run, 54 yards.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on, because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll go to Barkley again. Fights through him, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
It's a gain of 4 there and gives him a new set of downs. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Off the play fake. Sherwood. He's going to let this one go deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jalen Hyatt, his intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. And you look at this Saints defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Purdy. And this one taken in by Olave. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, Purdy. They'll get this out to Kamara. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And now it's 3rd down. You talk about this Giant defense. And they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team.
To the left side and intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Taken down by Pete Warner. 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Sherwood. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
On the jump.
A first down carry for Barkley. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Brian Brzee in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 38-yard line.
Let's go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Purdy sets up to throw again. This is complete to Michael Thomas. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. 3rd down and 1. Purdy bootlegging it. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down. Throw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. One of these quarterbacks going to learn. You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Purdy off the play fake. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown. A.T. Perry, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Lutz good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
14, Giants 3. Will Lutz to kick off 4th and 1.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the set.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Warriors 70. Ready.
On 1st and 10, Sherwood. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to get it back here just past the 35.
They'll take over 1st down 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Okay, ready.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Gain of 14. 1st down, Saints.
Purdy will look to throw again here. Into the hands of Perry, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Purdy looking to throw.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Purdy.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Juwan Johnson,
A 14-yard touchdown. And the Saints are able to stretch out their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
and this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this. And he loses the football a second time. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go, shot. 18, Pioneer. Ready.
On first down, Sherwood.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down. And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field. Back to throw. Sherwood.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Touchdown, Giants. Darren Waller, 29 yards.
And the Giants get a bit closer.
Gano the extra point, and he makes the score 21-10. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Kamara up the middle. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Third and 8. Now Purdy. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I thought at first he tried to run, but he just kept buying time to his run. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Back to throw, Purdy. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Go.
He's got Bellinger.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he...
And now off to the races, down the right side.
Look at the big man rumble. He may go.
So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
A final shot before break. Sherwood. His throw incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this 3rd quarter from their 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Kamara gets it again on second down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big play there out of Kamara. And even 50 yards on the ground. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Kamara will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. Throwing here, Purdy. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A.T. Perry with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give...
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Purdy now to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
They go play action here. Purdy. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to get the football back at their own 17.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Isaiah Foskey in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
First down, New Orleans.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
And this is caught. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Chris Olave,
35 yards.
and the Saints are able to extend their lead.
Lutz with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25.
35. Giants 10.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing Jones.
He finds him again, Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now Jones. And this one's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Here we go.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
104 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Again, it's Kamara.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he's going to get this pretty close to the 1st down marker at the Giants' 35.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On second down, Kamara able to slither by. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Lutz will look to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
42, Giants 10. Will Lutz to kick off for
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's Jones to throw on third down. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. And they take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for New Orleans, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Run it back.
Yeah.
Run it back.
Run it back, 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 run it back. run it back, run it back. Lost everything I ever wanted, want it back. Got a problem, never run from that. Have fun with that. Get the W, then double back. Back. Shit. Watch how I react. Fight back, stay down. Now we taking off. Got the flight. Promise you if anybody can hold me, I can. Get the right man. Baby, I'm my own hype man. Yeah. Run it back, run it back. Run it back, and run it back.